disheartening sometimes, but you get over it and then you go, okay.
So one of my students said yesterday, I saw her last night, she said, you know, in class, you tell me to do something, and I think I'm doing it, but then I go home and I watch the video, and I realize I haven't done any of the things you've been telling me, right? And so the videos help create an awareness of that exact thing, because you think that you're doing something, and I'll often say to you, I want you to go and watch the video and see what you're doing. Um, and you shouldn't ever be embarrassed by that, because I'm using it as a learning tool, right? It's just an analysis where you start to realize, oh, I'm not really doing it. And then next time we try it again, you're aware of that, and maybe you address it a little bit differently. People learn at different rates and in different ways. If you're not doing something that I'm telling you to do, it's not necessarily your fault. It's probably my fault for not communicating it the right way, or not explaining it the right way, or not making the objectives clear. It's a process where we're learning together. I'm learning about you and how you learn. You guys are learning about me and how I teach, and we're getting better. That's why I believe in the value of training groups over lessons, right? Lessons, you go once, you go away, you remember 10% of what the instructor told you, which means you've forgotten 90% of what the instructor told you. And the 90% that you might have forgotten might be the most important thing in there, and the 10% that you remember might be the least important thing. Whereas with a training group, every day I'm reinforcing the most important thing until you get the most important thing. Then we move on to, let's say with Rita, let's say we're doing something, and there's the most important thing that I think she needs to fix, we fix it. Guess what? There's now another most important thing that we need to fix. And that's true too, right? Still with me, nobody is doing everything perfectly, and whatever one thing that is most important, that's the thing I need to be working on. Does that make sense? Okay, and that's the value of training groups over lessons. So if people ask you why a training group, explain that. Try to explain that anyway. But yeah, yeah, for sure. She's good. She has a tennis background, so.
And Laura's trying to, like, I have constant tussle with the feral tennis player inside of me. Some days it works, some days it's insufficient, some days it's not.
Awesome. Okay, so today we're working on firefights. We're not actually going to be firing the ball at each other like you see the professionals do. We're working on developing the skills that we need to cope with firefights. So we're gonna be doing a bunch of different things. We're gonna continue our warm up now for about another 7 minutes. Then we're gonna have a water break, and then we're gonna come back and do some drills. So what we're gonna do now, we've been volleying for the last 12 minutes. So we're gonna back up now, white line to white line. We're gonna try and volley white line to white line. This is gonna be extremely difficult to do. You may have 1 out of 10 successful completions today. Maybe more than that, I don't know. But I don't want you to worry about it. This is the first time you've ever done this drill. So you should expect a really high failure rate. Today you're kind of learning what it feels like. We'll try. We're going to rotate. Don't expect to have a lot of success at this. We will get better over time. Okay? White line, heels on the white line, and we're doing long volleys. Yep. All right, so we're trying to volley, and it's okay if some of them hit the ground. Some of them will. Don't worry about that. Yep, just get it back. Oops, sorry. Good, doing great. Let's rotate one position. Around me, let's rotate one position. All right, heels on the white line. Here we go. Oops. Uh-oh. Good save. Okay. Oops. Good. I got one. Isn't this fun? Let's rotate one position. If you got loose balls, just hit them over to the curtain and we'll pick them up later. Okay, go ahead and start, Rita. White line, white line. Good. You can start. Sorry, tough one. Yeah. So back up. Good. Okay. Let's do a pickup, and then we're going to switch to another version of this. Actually, no, we won't. We'll do a pickup, then we're going to have a drink, and then we'll come back and we'll do that other version as a drill. With that one. It'll come. It's your first time ever doing the drill. Don't be frustrated. Oh, you're talking about the volleys? So let me show you the best way to practice your volleys. You want to find a corner. If you're with a wall, you want to find a corner. I'll show everybody together, actually. Yeah. Huh? No, we'll do it here. I'll wait for Maura and Rita to come back. So we'll do it all. I'll show everybody together. Yeah, that you do backhand in that corner. You do forehand in this corner. You would do backhand and forehand. Yeah. So I'm just going to show a drill here. So come on over to this court here. We were just talking about how you improve your long distance, long range volleying. It's tough with a cinder block wall because the cracks make the ball bounce funny. But if you have a tennis wall, if you can go into a squash court like at Southland Leisure Center or Oak Ridge Community Center, so use the foam ball if you have one, right? So you want to start here first. Just reach the wall, right? And then when you can do it from there, back up another step, right? Like I say, it's hard against the cinder block wall. And then you get further back, right? And then you go further back and further back and further back. Yeah, because you're just working on controlling the directional control, right? So the directional control is first. This wall helps contain it so that if you go offline, at least you're not chasing the ball all over. This can be tough to do at the wall in Wood Creek because there's no walls around you, right? And the ball will sometimes roll all the way down to the street, right? But if you're so inclined, go rent a squash court at Southland Leisure Center or a racquetball court, right? Same thing, or find just a wall. You can even do it in your house. If you have an area where you have a smooth wall and some open space and you're using the foam ball, you can even do it on your gyp rock. So you're learning the directional control, and then eventually you're back here. Oops, it's tough to do here. Right? So you're gaining the directional control first, and that way when you come out to do that, now all you have to work on is the height. Okay? Yeah? All right, so we're going to do a version of the drill that we just did. So we're going to have one person at the white line, one person at the blue line. So Margaret's going to be there at the white line. I'm going to be here at the blue line. I'm going to feed her. She can start by feeding me. We're going to try and volley back and forth. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to try and volley from here. Okay. Okay, good. That's what we're doing. So just try that. Just volley, person blue line, person at the white line. So we're closer than we just were by about, 6 feet. Ready? Oops, sorry. That was a bad feed. Sorry. Good. Okay, let's rotate one position. This is tough. Just clear balls over towards the curtain. Ready? Oops, sorry. Okay, so remember, the first thing you have to do is point your paddle at your target, and then you got to push the ball towards that target. You're doing great, Rita. Oops. Yeah, good. Way to go, Rita. Okay, go ahead. You can start. All right. Yeah, good. Right behind you. Start with that one. Good. Okay, let's rotate. One. Watch the balls in your feet. So it's really important, everybody, when you're pushing, that you're not jumping at the same time, right? If you're pushing and jumping, you're going to lose control. So it's really important to be stable in your position and just pushing. Okay? Oh, good job. Nice stable push. Oops. Good. Awesome. Okay. We're going to pick up now, and then we're going to switch to, that was our warm-up. We're going to switch to a slightly different drill. Okay. Where'd the other tube go? Oh, there it is. You can use the tube, Rita. One caught in the end. There you go. Okay, so now we're going to have one person. Rita, Maura, can you go to the net? Just the blue line. I'm going to back up to the white line. Yeah, we'll grab another one. Yeah, just be behind the blue line. I think she went chasing a ball. Okay. So, Maura's going to volley to me. She's going to give me a ball to volley, and I'm going to try to drop it in the kitchen. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, that was too much. It was way too hard. I was hitting you the volley. Okay. Oh. Just give me a... Okay. Not quite so high. There we go. There we go. We got it. Okay. Anyway, you guys understand what we're trying to do. So let's try and do that. Okay, ready? A little soft. So don't back up. If you can take them out of the air, take them out of the air. Okay? Yep. Oh, good job. Okay, let's rotate one position. All right, so you're trying to volley them to me. I'm trying to put them back in the kitchen. No worries. Oh, sorry. Ah. Okay, let's rotate one position.
I didn't even get woody.
Okay. You're learning a new drill today. Don't expect to have a lot of success with it. So you're going to be at the blue line, Rita. Right? I'm going to heels it. Oh, you're too far back, Maura. Heels on the white line, Maura. Yeah. Yeah. So I want you in the transition zone. This white line is called the transition zone. So we're doing transition zone volley resets right now is what we're doing. Okay. You volley, hit me something. Yeah. Try and volley it to me. Oh, sorry. Let's try again. We'll get it. Nope. Yeah. So hit me a volley a little harder. Yeah, harder. Yeah, there we go. Not so high though. There we go. That's better. Ah. I want you to fire it at me, Rita. Ah, good stuff. Oh, come on. There we go. That was a good pace. Good pace. Oh-ho! Good stuff. Okay. let's do a pickup. So our firefighting skills are directly related to our basic volley skills. If we want to do well in firefights, we need to have good basic volley skills. So at the 350 level, when we're learning volleys in firefights, the emphasis is primarily on the volleying, right? We just want to develop good volley habits. At the 400 level, people already have good volleying habits, so we work more on the firefights, so it's just a question of emphasis. Because this is your first time with the volleys and firefights, right? For this group, so we're going to spend most of our time on volleys, but we're going to switch to learning something about firefights anyway, so you at least have something to apply when you're in firefights at the net. Okay, so we're just going to start with a dinking battle right now, right? And we're just going to dink. We're going to dink for a minute or two, and then I'm going to give you another layer of instructions. So come right up to the blue line, Rita. There's a dink. No, to the blue line. Did I say net? I meant right up to the blue line. Okay, it's okay. Oh. Okay, so here's our first layer of instructions. I want you to keep the paddle out in front of you. So after I dink, I'm going to keep the paddle as close to the ball as I can so that if I get a volley chance, I can volley it. See how I got a volley chance? Right? So keep the paddle out front. Yeah. All right. So everybody keep working on this habit. Did you recognize this from our touch warm-up, touch volleys? Keeping the paddle close to the ball. All right, so a new layer. As the person that you're hitting the ball to makes contact with the ball, I want you to take a picture in your mind, just like that. You know, like they show on TVs and movies, right? That moment, picture look at the direction that their paddle is facing. Ready? Okay, so hit it to me. Click, 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 click. So you're watching the paddle, not the ball. Watch the paddle, not the ball. That's okay. Nice shot, right into my feet. All right, so what are we noticing from watching the paddle? Yeah, that's part of it for sure, right? You have you're able to read and predict and start your movement a little bit sooner just by watching where the paddle is facing. Okay? Now we're going to add an element to that. Just before the person strikes the ball, they move their paddle towards the ball. We call that our path. Right? I want you to watch the path now, just the path. Right? You're also never going to unsee the paddle face now for the rest of your life. Right? And that's fine. I want you to see that too. But I want you to watch the path to the ball now. All right, what are you noticing? Yeah. If you're watching the path and the paddle angle, so pass, paddle, angle, speed. Path, angle, speed, path, angle, speed, right? So if we're watching the pathway to the ball, the angle at contact, and the speed, we can predict approximately where the ball is going to land before the person even makes contact. Because your brain is going to put together, just before contact, it's going to put together approximately where the ball is going to go. If you're watching those three things. And part of it is you have to train yourself to watch those three things. Now, in dinking, we're going nice and slow. It's a great time to develop that habit. Because once we get into a firefight and things are moving a lot faster, the same stuff still applies to volleys, right? Path, angle, speed, path, angle, speed, path, angle, speed. You can tell where the ball is about to go. And in a firefight, that's extremely important because you need to have your racket in position before they strike the ball, right? Yeah.
And I think it's really hard to keep your eye on the ball when it's going that fast.
Yeah. So don't watch the ball, watch the person striking the ball, right? So when we first start learning how to dink, I get people to watch the ball because the ball bounces funny. And if I can get you to swing consistently at the ball and learn to center the ball really well, then when we get into a firefight where centering becomes almost impossible, right? We can at least get our paddle in the right spot. Does that make sense? So the key to a firefight is to watch the paddle, watch the person striking the ball, not to watch the ball itself. Okay, so we're going to apply that to dinking. We're going to do a little bit more dinking, and I want everybody processing path, angle, speed. Oh. Oh, good shot, Margaret. You got me. Okay, let's rotate one position. Got to stop these two from killing each other. Don't make me go get the hose. Ooh, look at that. Okay, path, angle, speed. Path, angle, speed. Great shot, Margaret. Yep. Oh, good job. Okay, good. So everybody's got that. Now we're going to add in an element called respect the X. So the ball is coming from that player towards the middle. It's my job to cover it. If the ball is coming from that player towards the middle, it's your job to cover it, right? So it's the person diagonally from you that you're supposed to cover. So every time you hit a ball to somebody, I want you to move to cover the middle, right? So if I hit a shot to Rita out here, I'm going to come over and cover the middle. I'm going to come over and cover the middle because it's my job to cover the middle, right? So I want you to just build that into your dinking habits because it becomes really, really important in firefights, okay? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. There we go. Well done, Margaret. Hit some to Rita too. They're just working on covering the middle. That's why they've got tunnel vision right now. Ready, Rita? So you guys might not have noticed this, but I pushed Rita outside, then I went to the middle. She came back and covered it. I pushed her outside, I came to the middle. Pushed her outside, came to the middle. I was trying to force her to cover the middle. And she was. Good job, Rita. That's good. All right, so let's go grab a drink. Those are the layers. So now today we just went through all of the layers. As we come back and do this again and again, we'll be able to go. So this is the process that will happen. We'll come back and we'll do this again, and I'll start. And because you will have better habits, we'll be able to move through the first layer quicker, get to the second layer faster, and eventually 1 and 2 will be a habit, so we'll just really start working on layer 3. And eventually 3 will be a habit, so we'll just start, see what I mean? That's the process that we work on. That's... Yeah. That's good. Yeah. That's good. That's an inner dialogue. Eventually, my voice will turn to your own voice, and that's when you know it's a habit. No, it will. It will. Yeah. And then the voice will shut off. You won't even have to think about it anymore, right?
Middle of the night.
You wouldn't believe how many times a week I hear people tell me that they hear my voice in their sleep. Yeah.
Well, lucky them. Lucky them. Lucky us.
All right. I did the whole trader thing to my daughter, too. My daughter this week left my business to go work full-time somewhere else. I've been calling her a trader for 2 weeks, too. Oh, yeah, no. At some point, she's got to leave the nest, so, for sure. She's been working for me since she was 12 years old, so that's 11 years now. So she's learning.
Where's she going?
Barcelona restaurant. She's their head bookkeeper. She started out in university in a programming degree, which I thought was weird because she didn't like math. She did it for 2 years, and then she came to me and she said, I don't like math. Okay. So she got an anthropology degree, which she doesn't want to be an anthropologist because that's all field work. So what did she end up using? All the skills she learned working for me. That's the skills she learned to get a job, right? Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, and you know, as much as she hates math, she likes bookkeeping, which is not math, right? So. Yeah. Yeah, writing programming is difficult. Okay, so let's we're gonna learn our first firefight game now. It's called five volley firefight. So we're gonna go 4 people, 1 ball. We're gonna try and volley 5 times and then play out the point. Okay, so 5 volleys under control. Some of them might hit the ground, some of them might turn into dinks. That's fine. In fact, most of them might be dinks initially. That's fine. So we're trying to just learn to path, angle, speed, path, angle, speed. Watch that as we're doing it. And less ball watching, more opponent watching. Okay? All right, let's give it a shot. It's going to be messy the first time we do it. We're going to make a mess. Exactly. Ready, Maura? Okay. Now we can finish it because that was 5. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2. Okay, we'll start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we'll start on 5 then. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. And you don't have to attack on 5 or any shot after. Wait for the right shot to attack. Right now we're just remembering to watch path, angle, speed. We're trying to develop the habit of watching our opponents, not watching the ball. Oh, there we go. So I knew that was going out when I saw you hit it, just because of path, angle, speed. I didn't even have to look at the ball. Oh! Try that again. 1, 2. That was bad. A chicken wing, that one.
See, I don't want to jump when those happen. I want to know how to be. I want to be so afraid when I have people that hurt coming after me. I know.
Here, hit a ball at me. Hit a ball right at me. Hit a ball right at me. Whoa, not at my face, at my body. Oops. That was going to a sensitive spot. Yeah. The point I was going to make is, if you get people to fire balls at your body, right? Not so that they're going to kill you, so that they don't hurt. So hit it right at me, right at my body, not at my head, not at my head. Yeah, there we go. So hit another one. Yeah, yeah. For sure. But if you do a few of these and you get used to the ball hitting you, you become less afraid of it, right? It really doesn't hurt. Yeah, and once your brain accepts, oh, that's what it's going to feel like, then you become less afraid. Yeah. Ready? Ready? Yeah, occasionally a ball will tag you. But yeah. Anyways, that's one of the ways to get over your fear of balls is to have somebody hit balls at you. Right? Yeah. So you get less afraid of the ball after you've been hit a few times. All right.
I've been hit a lot.
No. The face and one other part makes me move. Okay, 5 and firefight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Good reach. Good lean. Go ahead. Yeah. All right. Okay, so going back to a habit I asked you to develop earlier. After you hit the ball, I want you to keep the racket out in front of you, right? So a lot of us are hitting the ball and then dropping the racket, hitting the ball and then dropping the racket. So remember, oops, hit and fall, oops, hit and follow. Yeah, good. Yeah, your paddle has to be up in a firefight. Yeah, good one. Very good. You're going to be really good at firefights long term because you have really good eye-hand coordination. Really good eye-hand coordination. So you really got something to build on there. You just need to work on your volleying. Yeah. Yeah. Clear those out. So I don't want you to step on them. All right, here we go. Okay, let's rotate one position. Ready? Yeah, paddle angle speed. Watch the paddle. Yeah. Path angle speed, path angle speed. Oops. We're really watching the angle right now. Watch the balls in your feet there. Push it over the curtain. Oh, that works too. Put it in the bin. There we go. There's one right there. I was concerned about. All right, here we go. Yeah. Well done, Mara. Got it? Whoa! pulled my paddle back. Right behind. Here we go. Oops. 3, 4. All right, let's rotate one position. Here you come. Right now you're watching the paddle angle primarily. We're really watching the paddles. Sorry, that was a bad feed. You can start. That's why we're working on it. Whoa, Maura, you totally tricked me. I started ball watching there for a moment. Ah, good. Oh, sorry. That's the ball in the feet. Oh. Good work. Good. That one. Good. That's why she's called Magic Pants. All her friends call her Magic Pants. Watch your feet, watch your feet, watch your feet. Oh! Yeah? Oh! Maura, she got that last second paddle turn. I almost didn't catch it that time. Okay, let's do a quick pickup. I'm getting nervous with all these balls around. Grab a tube. Okay, we can do that. We'll put them in the corner. I know. This is a good lesson. I like this one. Time flies in this lesson because you're concentrating, right?
Oh, yeah.
One caught. There we go. Okay, let's rotate. Rotate one position from where we were. All right, here we go. Nice cat. Oops. Oops. Little low. Oh. Hey. Yeah, nice shot.
So are you supposed to keep her legs like this? Because she's not moving. She keeps spreading more and more as she goes along. And you told me the other day to watch my stance. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it together.
So if you're under pressure, like she hit a whole series of balls in a row. So that's what happens. Your stance ends up getting wider and wider and wider. You can't stay like that. As soon as you get a break, you need to reset your feet. So. Oh, good. Uh-huh. Oh, and you got totally turned around on. That was funny. Oh, nice. Good. Oops. Ready, Rita? Ooh. Whoa, payback. Whoa. Margaret's working on something. Oh, red. Okay, last ball. Good job. Okay, let's do a pickup. Well done, everybody. All right, so that was intro to Volleys and Firefights. I've worked this particular lesson into our cycle. I think we're up to 9 different items in the cycle for the 350 group. So this will be coming up regularly. You can keep an eye out on the Sign Up Genius. I'm putting the title of the lesson or the subject of the lesson each time, so you can keep an eye on that. If you feel that you want to do this one, it's going to come up in the cycle, so keep an eye out on it. And the lesson is Volleys and Firefights. The game we played at the end is 5 volley firefight. So yeah. Any questions about what we did today? Oh yeah, I noticed. Yeah. Awesome. So continue working on your volleys. Continue working on it. All right. Have a good day, everybody.